Hey guys, this is Brick Time Films. I wanted to give you guys a little tour of my collection. You guys wanted to see what it was all about, what I collect, how much of what, and what do I do with it. So here we go. Starting off, we've got my desk here, and on my desk you can see the base plate and miscellaneous pieces. This is a little display I made for excess custom minifigures as I make them. Here's a little bit of light so you can see them better. You can see a lot of the new D&D figures, some Star Trek figures in the background. And going down a little bit lower is my main kind of minifigure and animation storage Acro Mills part cases. And as you can see, I got two of the 64. Well, not the 64. They're half the bigger containers, half the smaller containers, and under them, you'll see in a second here, I placed two bigger bins, and I put inside them big figs and pre-made Lego elements such as trees, some walls, and stuff like that. Over here is some miscellaneous bags for stuff like mountains and hillsides, stuff like that. We got some, castle pieces and whatnot there. And let's dive in a little bit into all the different pieces. You can see that I got a lot of tiles here. Those are the printed tiles and pieces. Those are like, little eyes and stuff like that. Over here we have my heads, the head pieces for like transitions and whatnot, armor pieces. Over here we got some like skeleton pieces and different body pieces, stuff like that. Over here we have a lot of the more minifigure utensils, books, stuff like that, handcuffs and whatnot. Here we have capes, some inverted tiles, flame and energy pieces, shields, swords. These are guns, yeah. Extra medieval pieces, crossbows, stuff like that, lightsaber hilts, and pieces like that. And now we're getting into a little bit more of the decorative pieces like poles and whatnot. Those are fangs and stuff. And other pieces like that. I'm just kind of going over them quick because there's a lot to get through. Those were gems and pieces. Those are food pieces, etc. Over here, this is more of kind of extra decorative pieces like gold, silver pieces in there, bicycles and vehicles, animals, of course. We've got, some owls and wings and pieces like that, shield tile pieces. And these are the pieces over here, that I use for, like mechs and pieces like that. Oh, and those are some of my favorite masonry bricks and Minecraft pieces over there. And some of these are kind of hard to open, as you can tell. Those are my hands and arm pieces with some more decorative pieces like skulls and whatnot. Those bigger skulls. And we've got a lot of different pieces here to go through, like hinge pieces and whatnot. We're getting into wheels here. Got a lot of different wheel pieces. That one's just random. Plant pieces and decoration. All different types of plant pieces just kind of grouped together. Those were these are like steering wheels and pieces that can be used for steering wheels, stuff like that. Be surprised how often those come in handy. Here we have tiles. I got the longer 1 by 2, 4, 6. Then we got the smaller tiles, studs, and more like kind of bigger pieces. Here it's kind of hard to see, but we've got joint pieces, ball joints, small ball joints for small sized mechs and pieces that need movement and whatnot. We got spiked pieces here and other stuff like that. Moving through, we've got the colored pieces. I organize these based on colors, so you got white, black. These are just bulk bricks. You got the two grays, dark gray and light gray, brown, And I organize other pieces inside. So as you can see, those are some darker tan pieces mixed in with the tan. Those are some darker brown mixed in with the brown. And I just use a lot of baggies for these bulk pieces. And it makes it a little bit easier to have them organized. And if you guys in the comments have any other ideas for how to organize these better, I am all ears, because this can be a little bit annoying with all the Ziploc bags and occasional tearing and whatnot like that. Here we got some green pieces, got a lot of different sand green there. And now we got like extra minifigure pieces. So we'll see in a second all the minifigure wall I created using bricks and lots of hot glue and some cardboard. But these are the extra figures, and we've got these Minecraft figures, and those are mixed in with the different animals. We got a giant eagle here, and I think I've got like some horses and whatnot in here, some wargs. Yeah, there's a horse there. And just all the bigger figures that couldn't fit in that one we just saw. Plates, all different types of plates. We got some bigger elements like slanted bricks and inverted bricks. And going on and moving on up physically to the minifigure wall, we've got Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Minecraft, and some Star Wars. Keep in mind, these are just the key figures that I kind of like to display. The extras were below in that baggie, just other figures that I don't want to display. These extra ones, you see DC coming up there, Justice League stuff, and then we're gonna be getting into Marvel and whatnot. Some SpongeBob. All of them were originally supposed to be color-coded pieces, but what ended up happening was I just had too many figures, and you'll notice there's some gaps, and those are just figures I took out that I'm using for certain purist customs, certain new figures like the D&D characters that I'll be animating soon. And you guys will hopefully be able to see very soon those animations. So yeah, we got Pirates of the Caribbean, Legends of Chima, and then we've got like Hidden Side and an extra less known themes. And here we've got kind of a little kind of diorama of my modulars, and I have just kept adding shelves here. As you can see, I'm up to about 6 shelves right here alone, of just different sets. We're going to be moving up from vehicles, some Tron, Scooby-Doo, stuff like that. Deadpool, helicopter, older chariots and stuff like that. I got a entire shelf dedicated to Minecraft here. As you can see, I felt like that might be excessive, and I might be changing that soon, since I don't do a lot of those animations anymore. But maybe, who knows? Maybe I'll use them for something else. Here we got mechs and more articulated movement characters like Iron Man suits and whatnot, monsters and other stuff like that. And here's some of my custom creations like the Pokemon series. You can see that on my Instagram. And here's some more buildings like the Big Bang, some idea sets, the Batman, the Batcave, the Iron Man kind of Hall of Armor, stuff like that. And then finally, just the biggest things, you can tell that mask just won't fit in that small space because it'll hit the actual roof of my room. But just the bigger sets go there. And then over here you can see just some extra like motorcycles and stuff like that. Over here in my closet, I have another 2 shelves. This one's dedicated to more Star Wars stuff, smaller sets mainly. I just got rid of my Millennium Falcon, as much as it hurt me to do so. This is a bad angle, but you can see just some of the architecture sets and some other sets up there. And down here is even more Acro Mills, sorted, I think 32 32 like container. The bigger ones are the 32 containers, and the smaller ones I think are the 64, because there's more little boxes to put stuff in. And I got 3 of these against the side of my bed. I kick them sometimes, and the pieces kind of fall off. But yeah, that I use a lot. That part right there, those slopes and whatnot to go over and make things a little more seamless. Oops, dropped some of those. We get some more circular pieces. This entire section is mainly just random miscellaneous circle pieces or circular pieces, and here we've got like more of those kind of pieces but smaller, like little balls and dome pieces, stuff like that. And I'm just pulling them all out so you guys can see them, and then just like I just kind of shove them all back in, and as you'll see in a second, just because it doesn't make sense for me to like pull one and then put it back, pull one and put it back. And sorry guys if this is a little boring, but you want to see my whole collection, and there's a lot to see. And I'm not even going into much details about like all the different pieces I'm putting in, just kind of showing you guys a little bit. These are more dome pieces, flat tile pieces, stuff like that. And as you see, I'm getting into gear pieces, circular pieces, and stuff like that. And those are the ones with the holes in them. I love those. I wish I had more. And these are more of the sloped circular pieces, stuff like that, curved pieces. And I like to use these for like, more unique mocks and stuff like that. But sometimes it's a little difficult to find a use for them. I keep buying a lot of pieces. A lot of these pieces I get off of, Bricklink, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, stuff like that. Some of these are broken down sets, cheaper sets that I break down and use for, miscellaneous pieces. But yeah, you can see, I'm getting into here are like the pinhole connections and stuff like that, little more Technic pieces and stuff like that. Here we got, wrong one. Starting off at the top, we've got, doors, stuff like that. In this third section, we've got more doors, more modern doors, glass panes and stuff like that. Some curved pieces, windows, doors, again, bar pieces, ladders and stuff like that. And here's the transparent pieces I use for my avatar animations quite often. Sorry about the changing in the brightness every time I open it. Open a box, my phone auto focuses and it readjusts for the light. So yeah, those pieces I used a lot, and those tree pieces I also use a lot for my avatar animations, since it's a more kind of older feel. There's less, deforestation, and there's some pillar pieces. This is going to be almost impossible to tell what they are, but those are bigger ball joint pieces and other pieces for mechs. And yeah, that's kind of finishing up those 3 there, and then going into this is kind of the final thing for the tour, I guess, is just plates. I got a whole bunch of road plates, blue plates, tan plates, each for a different, blue plates I use for, animations involving water, and tan plates I use for animations involving sand, and so on and so forth. And I even got a couple of those, 3-dimensional mountain kind of plates, as you can see there. And here on the side, I used extra tile plates for printed tiles. So I just keep a huge amount of those printed tiles. And I have all these different types that I just kind of collect and put there. So yeah, if you like this video, please, subscribe for more. I'm going to be posting an animation, thank you animation for hitting 100 subscribers soon. Hopefully tomorrow. I am still kind of swamped with homework, but I'm trying to make sure I can produce content for you guys as often as possible. And yeah,